Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadden back again with another free Friday stock review from Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys have had a sensational week in the markets. Let's dive in and talk about the broader markets. Now, the SPY, guys, we did get a little bit more bullish pressure coming in just last night. We are starting to form a very nice base around this key area. So you can see we have kind of been bouncing around this particular previous resistance level, and now it is a current support level, obviously. So we had the nice little breakout, and now we're retesting. And if you take a look at the shorter term moving averages, we're right at the 20, and this, my friends, is a phenomenal hammer. So do keep that in mind. The markets are looking more bullish than bearish, but we could definitely trade sideways for a little bit longer, possibly up until the election, and then we'll most likely continue to trade higher. Here's the E-minis. Now, the E-minis, we did get this pullback I was talking about. We are currently at the 20 EMA. Not super strong in the E-mini S&P futures. Obviously, if we do come back up to this level, I do expect us probably to sell off around from the 3,500 level. But this will obviously be around the election. So bear in mind, guys, there's going to be a little bit of volatility about to pop in. Here's ticker symbol MU, Micron Technologies. Now, I have been mentioning in the trading room that Micron is about to break out and go higher. I did mention that back here. We had a phenomenal retest gap action right here, and we did come back, retest the 10 EMA and start to trade higher. We also are at a previous level of resistance, and we are starting to close quite strongly compared to the past. So just keep that in mind. Micron most likely will break out, and if you are looking to buy, most likely wait to buy on a dip after the breakout. Here's Twitter. Now, Twitter is also another one that's been going higher. Absolutely sensational hammer candle just last night. We do have earnings just around the corner. Actually, we've got earnings next week, so just keep that in mind. And beautiful little retest gap. We are currently retesting. We haven't yet fully filled this gap, although we don't have to. We could. So just keep that in mind. We could get a small little dip, and then from there, guys, look to take this higher. If you take a look at the weekly chart, you'll see that we are starting to close quite strongly above these two resistance levels. So your next target is obviously going to be around 52 to 55 and some change. So just keep that in mind. That is where you'll most likely be looking for some sort of reversal. This would be a really great target to sell if you are in Twitter. Here's the ASX 200. Now, the ASX 200, I did mention just the other day that this gap will fill. So that is the gap filling. We did finally get that gap filling. Now, obviously, we could potentially just bounce on up, mosey on higher. We did get sensational volume coming in on that day, and right now we're just going completely sideways. So for the most part, guys, I'm very, very neutral. Long-term moving averages, we're above all of them, which is fantastic. If we do get a dip down to the long terms, then I'll just look to buy the dip. Here's JB Hi-Fi. Now, JB Hi-Fi did create yet again another all-time high this week, which is fantastic. Right now, just pulling back just a little bit. If you are looking for a buying location on JB Hi-Fi, me personally, I'd be looking at buying somewhere around $46, which would be the 100 simple moving average on a daily chart. Now, JB Hi-Fi has absolutely been going bonkers after COVID. Everyone getting their shop on, their retail therapy at JB Hi-Fi. It is my favorite shop to shop at. But JB Hi-Fi, we are currently getting a nice little double top action. Not an amazing double top. This to me would be a nice little consolidation phase. We have had a very phenomenal run since COVID happened. We did run up 161%. So if you did buy back in the start of the year, you're up fairly healthy on JB Hi-Fi, so I would expect us to trade sideways for the next, 3 to 6 months from back in August. So just keep that in mind. Here's WTC, Wise Tech Global. This is another one that's looking to break out and go higher. You can see we are currently at a previous level of resistance. We've been here for a while. We've been battling just a couple of times in the past, but this, my friends, is one phenomenal. So I'll show this on the weekly chart. This is one phenomenal inverted head and shoulders pattern. Now that doesn't mean the market will definitely go higher. It just means that it is a bullish pattern, and generally these are quite rare, and they usually do play out quite nicely. Obviously, this being on a weekly chart, it's just going to take some time, possibly another 2 years or so, to get a to get like a maybe a 100% move, or maybe a year actually, possibly a year or so. But we could definitely start to break out of this level. There realistically isn't that much resistance in the way up until about $34, $35. So most likely, if we do start to break above this level, look for a very quick move, just like we had back here and back here, back to the upside around 35. So keep that in mind. Here's crude oil futures. Now the crude oil futures not doing a whole lot, trading completely sideways. I did say the other day that we are starting to look a little bit bullish off this candle, and we are starting to pull back and go completely sideways again. So obviously we're waiting for the election to see what kind of transpires there, but for the most part I'm fairly neutral. And gold is still coiling, everyone. It's just been coiling and coiling and coiling ever since September, when we came down to the 100 simple and we bounced. We've just been coiling. So obviously gold does want to shoot up and go higher. It's just a matter of time before it does. If you are in gold, keep on holding. I do think that this will be a very nice trade in the long run. And here is the Aussie dollar, currently getting a little bit of rejection at the 50 EMA on the short-term moving averages. So right now, if we do trade sideways, I get it. If we come back down, look to buy the dip at around 70.17, and from there, guys, I mean, you want to be bullish to neutral at this current point. Alright guys, if you do want some more analysis, just know that I do run a trading room, a swing trading floor, where I do speak for 1 hour on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you guys are interested in that, it is $129 per month. You do get Slack community access, and you also get 2 weekly options newsletter trades, and I can't wait to have you guys a part of my community. And if not, just join our Facebook page. Click the links below. I'll leave them in the description. And if you guys want any trade analysis, maybe you want me to do a stock review on one of the trades that you have placed, I would happily do so. Let me know in the comments section below. I'll be back next week, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. You rock. Love life, live life, and trade it.